Hello mis amores and welcome back to my channel and to this setting. It's been a while. It's been so long since the last filmed here. Obviously, I think the second to last video or the one before that was filmed here, but it's been a couple of months. Also, a little birdie told me that maybe this will be the last video that's ever filmed here on my channel. But anyway, today we're gonna go back to basics, and basics means baking, because that's what we do on this channel, right? So I really wanted to check out what TikTok has to offer again. Sometimes there are just things that go viral on this app and you're like, and I'm here to try those things. That's enough of an intro, honestly. We're just gonna try viral things. Most of them I think are pretty recent, especially the first one. This first one is very, very recent. It's a dot cake that we'll be making. I honestly don't know why it's viral. It looks very basic to me, but also fun. Who doesn't love fun? That's why you're here on this channel, because this channel is fun, right? Correct. So essentially this is just a sponge cake, buttercream, that is then dipped in sprinkles, and that's fun. I think originally this went viral because of a cafe or some sort of establishment. Anyway, now it's everywhere, and I think the fun part is also that it's small. In most of the videos, the creators actually use cake mix, like a box mix, and also use pre-made frosting. We're obviously gonna make both parts ourselves to add a little bit more fun. Here we go. Usually I present the ingredients, but since this is such a basic, easy recipe, we won't be doing that. Start by preheating your oven to 360 Fahrenheit or 176 Celsius. In a bowl, we're gonna cream together butter. I'm making half the recipe, so 57 grams of butter and 100 grams of sugar. I can't right now. Add 1 egg and mix until smooth. In a separate bowl, we're gonna whisk 82 grams of flour, 3.5 grams of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. And in a separate jug, we're gonna mix together 22 grams of Greek yogurt, 40 grams of milk, and a squeeze of lemon juice. Oh, sure. Okay, how many seeds? Okay, you know what? To it, we're also gonna add a bit of vanilla. Add half of the dry ingredients to the butter mixture. Mix to combine. Add the milk mixture. Oops, my milk mixture wasn't room temp. Anyway, no one will know. Just add the rest of the dry ingredients. I lined and greased a baking pan. It will rise a little bit, surely, but yeah, very thin layers. I should have taken the other one. Now we shall bake this for 18 to 22 minutes, but since mine is so small, probably a little bit less. Is it cooked? It does look perfect. Wow. Now it just needs to cool. You know what? What if I made it in this? That would be so cute. We were gonna make the buttercream. Hello. Very easy. Again, only half the recipe because I don't want to waste any food. This is 75 grams of softened butter. To it, we're gonna add a bit of salt and lots of vanilla extract so that we've got any flavor at all, honestly. And then I've got 1 cup of powdered sugar, almost. And maybe if needed, we've got a bit of milk as well. So we're gonna add the powdered sugar little by little. Piece by piece, you collected me off the ground where you abandoned things. You can't see it on this camera, but maybe on this. It's still pretty yellow. I'm just gonna take the tiniest bit of violet food dye. Okay, it's gray now, whatever. Okay, I'm gonna put like half of it into something resembling a piping bag. If I've got buttercream all over my face, no I don't. Now, wait. We need the cake. Yes, I've tried a piece of it. Actually, it broke off, so. What was I gonna do? Abandon it? I think I'm just gonna do it like that. Why wouldn't I? Well, I wouldn't because now that looks like shit. I feel like you don't need a piping bag for this. Now we have one. Beautiful. Yeah. Now this has to be covered completely. We're gonna dip into our sprinkles now. Make it as flat as possible. Well, that couldn't be any more perfect. Now that I've made another one, we can add the sprinkles. As you can see, I wanted to make a really cool shot and I went all the way up here. And obviously the sprinkles went everywhere, and then I realized I wasn't even recording, so so we've got our sprinkles in here. We've got our beautiful cake here that is not a dot cake yet, but now it is. Ta-da! Wow. Wow, perfect. Ta-da! Can you even see on camera? I may have to up the saturation. They pretend that it's super cool and they do stuff like this. But like, it's not even hard. Cool. I just love sprinkles so much. Such a pleasant experience. What else was I expecting? It looks very fun, but that's about it. You can say what you want, but I wouldn't believe it about this cake. Also, obviously we made American buttercream and the sponge tastes good though. I love how it's so super viral, and most of the comments are always like, why is this viral? It's literally just cake, yada. And that's all I've got to say to this. But sometimes a little whimsy never hurt nobody. I think this is quite whimsical. Okay, sip of coffee. And we can move on. Oh, hot take, real coffee lovers, don't listen. Actually, I'm kind of a real coffee lover. Sometimes I do love myself some instant coffee for some reason. That taste, sometimes it just hits. This next recipe is super easy. It's a very, very easy trend. Love that it's viral because it's very easy and very quick. We're gonna make the viral tortilla cinnamon roll. It'll be good. I just know it. It'll be good. And I've got protein tortilla. Alrighty. Take a tortilla, spread a thin layer of cream cheese on top. Then we generously sprinkle some cinnamon and some sugar on top. That's it already. Then we roll it up tightly. Oh, that's harder than it looks. We're basically making enchiladas, you know? Ooh, later I will be making enchiladas because remember when I last made enchiladas? That's when Naomi and Joanna came back from their vacation. Tonight they're coming back from their vacation and I'm making enchiladas. Now we cut this into bite-sized pieces. This one is my favorite. Then we place it into something that fits into your air fryer or oven, really. Now let's melt some butter so that we can drizzle it on top. I may have made a little bit too much butter, but is there such a thing as too much butter? Didn't think so. When I was younger, I feel like I told this story. I would eat raw butter, but I would also drink whipping cream, and I feel like that's why I don't like it nowadays. All right, 200 degrees Celsius, 8 minutes, air fryer. While our tortillas are cooking in the air fryer, let's make a simple glaze by mixing 1 tablespoon of milk and 1 tablespoon of icing sugar. Ta-da! Crunchy, or not, a little bit. Let's drizzle it with our glaze. Very liquid. Can I touch this yet? No. Well, I really expected this to be crunchy. The top is. Cheers. It's not bad, it's just, it's basic. Obviously, we also didn't really add anything that's not basic. Considering we barely had a job to do, I think this is good. It's a nice little snack. And I could eat this up. And I basically almost did. You know what? This is approved, I think. Obviously, we're saving the nastiest one for last, right? Mainly because I wanted this to still be warm when Naomi gets here, but that won't be the case. Also, I don't know how I wanted to do that because I still have to make dinner. We're gonna be making an ooey gooey scoopable Nutella cookie pie. It's just the fact that it's a cookie and it's scoopable. It's just, you know, son las cosas de la vida. Just one of those things. Essentially, we'll be making cookies that are filled with Nutella. For that reason, I've already scooped some Nutella and put it into the freezer like an hour ago. I hope that it's set. Yeah, we're just gonna make chunky cookies that we're then gonna place in an oven dish, put into the oven, and then we can just scoop it out of that. I didn't come up with this. I'm just here to try this. And honestly, I can't even fake it anymore. I've never faked it, but I used to not be into super sweet stuff. Maybe I suppressed it by my childish fears. It has resurfaced and I'm back. Like, my sweet tooth is stronger than ever, probably. I will love this. Again, I'm making half the recipe, which is why here you've got 115 grams of cold cubed butter. Just mix the butter for now, and then I'll slowly start adding in 80 grams of brown sugar and 80 grams of white sugar. Then we add one egg, like technically half an egg yolk, but yeah. Also add some vanilla, of course. Mix. And then also add in about 200 grams of chocolate chunks. Here we've obviously got some dry ingredients, 237 grams of flour, a bit of salt, 1.5 teaspoon of baking powder, and 3/8 of a teaspoon of baking soda. Now add it and mix until just combined. Excellent. I just read that they still have to rest in the freezer. Maybe our timing isn't too bad actually, because now we have to make the balls. 90 grams balls. I'm pretty sure you guys know the deal now. We have to take one of the cookies, take a bit of the Nutella, and wrap it. And then they're gonna go into the freezer for at least 30 minutes, best overnight, I just read. We're just gonna bake them at 180 Celsius for about 10 to 12 minutes in like an oven dish. So don't place them on a normal sheet, just in an oven dish. Look, my enchiladas are ready for the oven. You didn't see me make them, but guys, don't worry. I filmed that video like 5 years ago, so you can just go back. Anyway, my cookies are done as well. I also added some drops of Nutella at the end to some of them. I assume this is cooked. Also guys, I made half the recipe. What am I supposed to do with all of this? Yeah, but I guess I'm gonna have to dive in. I feel like this is raw dough. I don't know about that one. I think I'm gonna have to put this back into the oven. But flavor-wise and everything, this is great. Why wouldn't it? Also, the texture is great. I can't lie, guys. That was probably the best thing we've made today. Like, the cinnamon thingies were okay, but obviously a little bit boring. This is just nasty and like in all the best ways. Good thing I still have this full-on dish of enchiladas waiting for me, because I definitely still need it. I'm still so hungry, yeah. I hope my tummy will survive this, especially the last bit. Like, I ate quite a lot of this potentially raw dough. But guys, that was fun. Felt good to be back, trying interesting TikTok stuff. As always, if you see something, just send it my way and I will try it for you. But for now, this is a goodbye from this kitchen. Let me know which of these you're gonna try, if any. Until I find that out, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching this video, y entonces nos vemos la próxima vez y bye.